When I was a child, I always said, I will be a farmer when I grow up. Then I grew up. I didn't believe a city girl could be a farmer. Instead, I ran an environmental education center. I spent thousands of hours helping people of all ages understand how our actions affect rivers in the Puget Sound. One afternoon over coffee with a friend, I was asked, as a child, what did you always want to do when you grew up? Without hesitating, I said, I wanted to be a farmer. As soon as the words came out of my mouth, I felt a rush of pure joy. Water welled up in my eyes, and I remembered my childhood dream. What my friend said next changed my life forever. Why not now? A light bulb went off. Why not now? I was raising my family in a city with more concrete than trees. It was time to let go of my limiting beliefs and embrace what I knew in my heart I had always wanted to be, a farmer. Within a year, we sold our house and purchased a 75-acre farm in the Snohomish River Basin. I loved it. I guess my inner child did know best. There was one aspect of farming I was not prepared for: flooding. Shortly after buying our property, we had flooding issues. Sediment had to be removed from our stream, leaving a pile of dirt that was taller than our second-story home. In the past, removing sediment was only done once every 20 years. Now, on the property, it had to be removed every 18 months. Large upland developments have changed the volume of sediment and stormwater that flow onto all of the farms within our valley. The farmers bear the responsibility of dealing with it, along with new weather patterns that bring hotter, drier summers and more rain and flooding in the winters. For years, I taught the public about stormwater, yet I never thought about the toll our changing landscape takes on farmers. This firsthand experience was a humbling way to rethink how I can be a part of the solution. I joined the Snohomish Farm Bureau and our local dike district. I listened to the stories of how flooding has affected my fellow farmers. I learned that farmers are there for each other in times of need, like when our dike breaches or when our livestock must be moved from rising floodwaters. We support each other. I know my neighbors better today than I ever did in the city. Now I truly understand the toll flooding takes on farmers. Despite this challenge, I am so grateful to do what I truly love. As a child, I guess I always did know what I was going to be when I grew up.